Every alien civilization is accustomed to using claws or weapons to cut opponents, which is why they are put totally off guard when a human punches an alien in the face. In the 300 years since the Nexus Cantina first opened its doors in the lawless void between star systems, owner Kickstar had witnessed over 10,000 deaths, ritual blade duels between honor-bound warriors, claw fights that painted the walls with alien blood, energy weapons that turned opponents into smoking ash. Every species in the galaxy had their preferred method of killing, and Kickstar had seen them all. He had never seen anyone use their bare hands. Alex Smith sat at the bar, nursing something that resembled whiskey but tasted like battery acid. The human freighter captain had been coming here for 3 months, always alone, always quiet. Other patrons gave him a wide berth, not out of fear, but confusion. Humans were new to the galactic community.
Another round, soft skin?
Kickstar asked. Why not? Alex replied. That's when the trouble started. A Kethmori warrior approached, 8 feet tall with razor-sharp bone spurs protruding from his forearms. Behind him followed 2 Srizani mercenaries, their retractable claws gleaming.
Human,
the Kethmori growled.
You carry weapons?
Alex looked at his simple utility belt. Just tools. Why?
You insulted my clan sister's honor. Combat is required.
The cantina fell silent. Every patron turned to watch, expecting the traditional pre-combat ritual where opponents would display their chosen weapons. Alex stood slowly, hands empty. Look, I don't know what I supposedly did, but I'm not looking for trouble.
You refused her mating proposal. Choose your weapon, human. Blade, claw, energy beam, or poison.
Alex looked around at the assembled aliens, all with natural weaponry or traditional combat implements. Mandibles, stingers, energy projectors, ceremonial swords. I don't need a weapon, Alex said. The statement sent confusion through the crowd. In galactic society, refusing to arm oneself was considered cowardice or madness.
Impossible,
the Kethmori said.
All civilized species fight with weapons.
Not all species, Alex replied. The warrior lunged forward, bone spurs aimed at Alex's chest. In any normal encounter, the human would have parried with his own weapon, beginning a formal duel. Instead, Alex made a fist and punched the Kethmori in the face. The sound echoed through the silence like a gunshot. The warrior staggered backward, bone spurs retracting as his nervous system tried to process what had happened.
What? What did you do?
The Kethmori gasped, green blood trickling from his nose. I hit you, Alex said simply. The cantina erupted in confused chatter. The concept of using one's body as a weapon was so alien that translators struggled to find equivalent terms.
You used no blade, no claw, no energy,
hissed a Srizani mercenary. How did you cause damage? Alex flexed his knuckles. Humans are persistence hunters. We evolved to run down prey and beat it to death with rocks and sticks. Before we had weapons, we were weapons. The Kethmori touched his bleeding nose with reverence.
Your flesh is harder than bone.
No, but it's concentrated. You swing with your whole arm, but force gets distributed across those spurs. I put my whole body behind one small point. Alex demonstrated by shadowboxing, his fists moving in quick combinations that made several patrons flinch.
Every human knows this?
Asked an arachnoid from the corner. Basic self-defense. We learn it as children. Kickstar's 4 arms had stopped moving.
Your entire species can fight without weapons.
We prefer weapons when available, Alex admitted. But in a pinch, we make do. He gestured to his body. Fists for striking, elbows for close work, knees for gut shots, feet for kicking. Humans have been weaponizing their bodies for hundreds of thousands of years. The patrons began backing away as implications sank in. If humans could fight effectively without equipment, what were they capable of with actual weapons?
There are 3 billion humans on your homeworld,
the Kethmori said slowly. 3 billion that we've admitted to, Alex corrected. And that's just on Earth. We've been spreading out lately.
How many worlds?
Alex smiled, and for the first time the expression looked genuinely predatory. Enough. He finished his drink and stood to leave. By the way, you might want to pass along a message to whoever's been tracking human colony ships. We noticed. The cantina fell into dead silence. The thing about humans is that we're really good at pretending to be harmless. We've been doing it for centuries, smiling and shaking hands while we figure out exactly how to kill you with our bare hands. He paused at the door. Thanks for the drink, Chickstar. Put it on Humanity's tab. As the door closed, every patron came to the same terrifying realization. They had just discovered that the galaxy's newest species was an entire race of living weapons who had been politely introducing themselves while secretly cataloging everyone's weaknesses. The Kethmori warrior looked at his reflection in the bar's surface, still touching his broken nose.
Kickstar,
He said quietly.
I think we need to make some calls.
12 hours after Kickstar's transmission, the Galactic Security Council convened in emergency session. Representative Velthak stood before the delegates, a medical regenerator still attached to his broken nose. You're telling us, said Council Prime Zexara, that a single human defeated a Kethmori warrior with, what did you call it? A punch, Velthak replied. No weapon, just a closed fist. The delegates exchanged glances. In 3,000 years, they had catalogued every species' combat capabilities. The files on humans were embarrassingly thin. Weak bipedal mammals, no natural weapons, recently achieved FTL. Impossible, declared General Crixton. Our intelligence shows humans as one of the weakest species we've encountered. Watch the security footage, Velthak said grimly. The chamber's display showed grainy surveillance video from the cantina. The delegates watched in stunned silence as Alex Smith's fist connected with the warrior's face, sending the 8-foot alien stumbling backward. Run it again, Zexara commanded. They watched it 7 more times. This is one human, General Crixton said. An anomaly. No. Intelligence Director Yithmar stepped forward. We've been investigating. This punching appears to be standard human capability. The chamber fell silent. We intercepted human communications from 17 colonies. They have organized competitions centered around bare-handed combat. They call it boxing, mixed martial arts. It's recreational for them. Ithmar activated displays showing human sporting events and military training, all featuring humans striking each other with bare hands. They teach this to their children. Every human settlement has facilities dedicated to combat training. How many human colonies are there? General Crixton asked. We thought 53. Cross-referencing data suggests the actual number is closer to 300. The number hit like a physical blow. 300 colonies of a species that can fight without weapons, Zexara repeated. It gets worse. We've detected unusual construction around several colonies. Industrial facilities exceeding their population's needs. Ship movements suggesting military buildup. Velthak stepped forward. The human at the cantina mentioned someone was tracking their colony ships. He said, "We noticed." They know we're watching them, Zexara said slowly. They've known all along. And they've been using our surveillance to misdirect us while hiding their true expansion, Yithmar added. General Crixton's hide rippled with agitation. A species that fights without weapons, spreads faster than we can track, and has been deliberately deceiving us. Gets worse, Velthak said quietly. Deep scans show their bone density is significantly higher than reported. Their muscle composition is optimized for explosive force. They've been systematically underrepresenting their physical capabilities. Recommendations? Zexara asked. Immediate containment, General Crixton said. Standard protocol. With what? Yithmar asked. We can't disarm a species that is naturally armed. The chamber's display flickered, showing an incoming transmission. The source made every delegate freeze.
Human colony ship Persistence, requesting permission to dock at Nexus Prime, the galaxy's most secure station.
How did they locate Nexus Prime? Zexara demanded. Those coordinates are maximum security. The transmission repeated in perfect High Galactic, the ancient diplomatic language known only to the Security Council's inner circle. "They're not requesting permission," Velthak realized. "They're informing us they're coming." Through the observation ports, they could see the human ship approaching, deceptively civilian until sensors revealed its true mass and energy signatures. "That ship is 3 times larger than it appears," Ithmar said urgently. "And it's not alone." The tactical display lit up with dozens of contacts emerging from hyperspace. Human ships, all broadcasting. Diplomatic envoy requesting immediate audience. "They found our most secret installation," General Crixton whispered. As the human fleet settled into perfect formation around the station, one final transmission arrived.
"Hello, Council. We need to talk."
The species they had dismissed as weak had just demonstrated they knew exactly where to find the galaxy's most powerful beings, and they had arrived with enough firepower to make their point clear. The real question was, what did they want to discuss?